Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. To throw is Prescott. Higbee secures it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Prescott. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, pass. Interference to call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Ted Hendricks. He's at the 50. He's at the 30.
On earth, baby.
10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete there to Smith. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. A give, running right, it's Hubbard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Prescott. And it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Jack Youngblood in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put him in command before intermission.
Yeah.
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Devontae Adams, an 80-yard touchdown. And the the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. A first down throw for Prescott. He's got Higbee complete right side. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. First down, Prescott. But they'll drop this underneath to Howard. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Play action now, Prescott. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll bring up a second down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down. And that's good enough for a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll throw again. Prescott. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Sanitizer.
Try after the first down sack. Prescott. It's complete to Brown, right side. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Jack Youngblood picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Parkey is good, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Play action. Here's Hurts. Looking deep for Adams. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Prescott from the gun. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Hill on the return. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Devontae Adams, 78 yards. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. Extra point good by Prater, and that will extend this big lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Prescott now. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Play fake. Here's Prescott. There's a short little toss to Carrier. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Here we go.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Prescott's throw taken in by Samuel. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Prescott now from the 50. It's brought in by Wilson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
43 is the mic, boy. 43.
And again, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal.
It's 2nd down.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott steps away to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. To throw is Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good, and I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And bulldozing his way through. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A big offensive explosion.